Hello, today we'll be taking a look at Plumsail web parts for SharePoint pages and for Microsoft Teams. So here I have a list of assets. You can see different types of fields. You can see I've customized the form for it. It's a Plumsail form for SharePoint, and we can use this form not only from the list itself, but we can also add it to any other SharePoint pages. To do that, we are going to add a new section here, and we are going to add a web part right here. So we are going to add Plumsail form web part, and we are going to configure it. So we can choose from public to SharePoint forms. In this case, we need to choose SharePoint form. We can change site URL, so it can be from any site in your tenant. And we can change the form type, the content type, visibility, if it's visible in mobile view or not. And after adding the form, we simply republish the page, and you can see here we have all the content as before, but now we also have a form here. And if we want to populate a form, let's enter some data. For example, we want to add a new asset. Let's add a keyboard. It's going to be available, and we are going just to fill the data here as we would normally do with SharePoint form. It's going to be an accessory. So once added, we click Save. Thanks for submitting the form. Let's go to Asset Manager, and you can see the keyboard has been added. Alright, so what about Microsoft Teams? Well, to test them out, let's open Microsoft Teams tab. And in Retail Management, let's add a new App tab. Select Plumsail Forms. Click Add. And now you can configure it just the same. Select Plumsail Form here. Select SharePoint. We need to change the URL for the site, as it's a different site in Microsoft Teams. But we select the SharePoint site, Asset Manager, Content Type, and it will look exactly the same as it would look in SharePoint. Let's save the form. Thanks for submitting the form. And if we go back and refresh the list view, then we'll see the laptop is available here. Alright, now let me show you the list web part. So you can see Plumsail List web part. It's based on our lister library control, which you can read about more in our documentation, but essentially it allows you to present the list on a SharePoint page, but it has some unique properties unlike the web part from Microsoft. It does support different list views, customizers, so you can see I'm switching between different list views. If there are folders, I can also choose the root folder. And you can see different presentations here. But let's stick with all items for now. I can also toggle some properties here, like make it read-only, so it's only available for viewing. You can also use lock column to allow users to lock columns. And we can switch between different editing modes. For example, dialog will open forms, and you can customize these forms with our editor. So it can have some custom JavaScript, field positioning. You can really customize this. And you can also use inline mode to edit items directly in the list. And with custom JavaScript, you can add some pretty advanced logic to your to your list or your document library, whatever you're working with. Well, let me just show you a few examples. For example, we have status that's called retired. So if an item is retired, we can make the row read-only. We also have due date field. So if the status is in use or reserved, we can make due date required. And not only required, but we can also make it, well, let's add a validator. We can also make it, it needs to be in the future. Let's add the due date validator. And if the status is in use or reserved, then due date must be in the future. So we are going to first get the status, edit data field, status value, and if status is in use or if status is reserved, which is a choice field. The choice field stores its value as text, a string. We're going to return value over new date, meaning that we are checking that current due date is bigger than today. And all our case we return true. So you can see the retired item is only, it's read only. And if we edit an item and we set the status as reserved, then says, due date must be in the future. And we put it in the past and we try to save, it must be in the future. If we put it in the future, then it will work. So these are just simple examples. Like, you can do so much more. You can have cascading lookup fields, advanced filtering, whatever you might need. You can configure the height of the control, and you can do a lot with this web part. And as I say, it fully supports dialog mode, so you could add even more advanced JavaScript and validation and whatever you might need if the items are edited in dialog mode. And this is not only available in Pages, but we also have this available in Teams. For that, you still need to add Plumsail Forms. Click Save. And when you add Plumsail Forms, all you have to do is choose Plumsail List and do all the same here. So choose site URL, list, the view. You can specify the root folder if there are multiple folders. It also supports all the views. The same functionality is available in Microsoft Teams. So we can even add custom JavaScript in here. I'm not going to copy the whole thing, but let's say I still want to make fields that are, rows that are reserved or retired. I still want them to be read-only. So I'm going to save, and you can see here it's become read-only. Okay, hope this demonstrates the basic functionality of our web parts and our Microsoft Teams tab for you. If you want to have more information, go to our documentation for SharePoint forms and check out SharePoint web parts and Microsoft Teams tab for more information. You'll find all the settings, what they do, how they can be customized. We also have a lot of information on JavaScript. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact us in the community, and our support team, you can start with a free trial today if you haven't installed our forms yet. See you!